Hey guys, it's me. Today I wanted to talk to you about what happens when you leave it all in God's hands, right? In the Bible it says the battle is not yours. He says, vengeance is mine, and I will make your enemies your footstools. He even says, I will rain hot coals of fire from heaven upon their heads. And for those who don't believe me, let me give you a few examples in the Bible, right? Daniel. Daniel was thrown into the lion's den because he refused to not praise his God. So they threw him in the lion's den. But Daniel woke up in the morning sleeping comfortably on the foot of the lion, untouched, unbothered, right? And then when Daniel came out of the lion's den, you know what happened? All of the people who threw them in, and all of their family, all of their wives, all of their children were in return thrown into the lion's den and devoured by the same lion that never touched Daniel, right? And then let me tell you the story about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, the three boys who were thrown into the fire. They were thrown into the fire for refusing to not honor their God. And they said, we don't care if you kill us. We're not going to denounce our God. So the king had them thrown into the fire. And in the fire, they were untouched. And the king said, I see 4 of them, not 3. And the 4th one looks like the Son of God. God was with them in that fire, right? And not only did they come out unscathed. Their clothes didn't even smell like smoke. And then you know what happened? All of the people who had them thrown in the fire were in turn thrown in the fire. They didn't have to do a thing. They didn't have to lift a finger. They stood back, they had faith in the Lord, and they said, you know what? The battle is not mine. Let God's will be done, right? So today I'm just telling you guys to sit back and to know that the battle is not yours. It's not yours. It is not our job to take vengeance upon anybody, not a single person, because God will take care of that for you. Not only that, let me give you an example of what happens when you are rightfully angered and choose to take vengeance. Jacob had 2 sons. Their names were Levi and Simeon. And on Jacob's deathbed, when someone's dying, it's usually the ritual for them to exchange a blessing upon the sons. And Levi and Simeon came to their father's deathbeds, Jacob, and they were there for their blessing. And Jacob said, you've come for your blessing now, but I'm going to curse you. Now you ask for a blessing? Remember when you took vengeance upon yourselves and did that terrible deed? Let me give you the backstory on that. Levi and Simeon had a sister, Donna. And she was raped by the men of Shemak or something like that. By the men of a town that was raped. And they were so angry. They were so angry that these people raped their sister. Rightfully so, rightfully angered. But God says, be angry, but sin not. So Levi and Simeon devised a plan. They did not go to their father. They did not go to Jacob. They devised a plan. And they said, you know what? We're going to go and we're going to tell the men, since you've had my sister, we're going to welcome you into our family. But in order to be welcomed into our family and obtain the blessings of Jacob, you have to be circumcised first. So they said, oh yeah, we did have your sister. And we do want to be a part of this blessing. We do want to be welcomed into the family. So all these men took it upon themselves to circumcise themselves so that they could obtain a blessing that they never had right to because they raped Donna. And while those men were recovering, while they were bleeding, while they were swollen, while they were unable to fend for themselves, Levi and Simeon killed them all, taking vengeance for their sister. Now, when Jacob found out about this, he was so angry because they acted in cruelty, right? Because they acted in anger because they acted in wrath. And Jacob was so upset they never asked permission and brought shame to their family with their trickery and their con artistness. So on Jacob's deathbed, when Levi and Simeon came to obtain their blessings, he said, a blessing I have none for you. Instead, I curse you for your wicked, angry, disgraceful behavior. So guys, even when we're justified in our anger, it says, be angry, but sin not. God says the battle is not yours. He says, vengeance is mine, right? So today, if you're angry justifiably, if you want vengeance and your flesh is just seeking vengeance, remember the story of Daniel. Remember the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And then also remember the story of Levi and Simeon, who did take vengeance, right? Things didn't turn out so well for them, but look how amazing things turned out for Daniel. And look how amazing things turned out for Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, because they trusted in God. They didn't take vengeance. They didn't do anything. They stood up and they said, God, whatever will be, will be. And I trust, Lord, that you will have my back. And the Lord had their back, sure enough. So today I just want to remind you, just sit back, wait, be patient. Don't act in anger. Don't do anything, for the Lord thy God has your back. If God be for you, who can be against you? And know that who God curses, nobody can bless, and who God blesses, nobody can curse. In the name of Jesus. That's Bible. That's Bible, y'all. I stand on my word. And not a single word God says in that Bible will go out and come back void, because God is not like man that he should lie, right? So know your word, stand on your word, and just sit back and let God fight your battles for you, okay? That's my message for today. I hope it blessed you. If it blessed you, share it, tell somebody about it. I hope it goes out into the kingdom and does good in the name of Jesus. Love you. Bye.